Okay, so today I'm going to show you about these drawing tools. Okay, uh, so let me show you about this polyline. You already know that line creates the line segments. Okay, so each and every segments are different objects, right? So how it is so? So this is one segment from one point to one point. This is one segment, and then it is another segment. It is another segment. Okay. So all these different segments are different objects. So this is one single object, and this is another single object. This is another single object. So this is the way for line. But for polyline, if you create with continuous segment, it will be a single object. Okay. So this is the first point, and after that you can define the second point with any coordinate value or with your mouse pointer, and then you see that it is going continuous. It will be a single object. Then okay, this is a single object with continuous segment. If it is not continuous, it won't be a single object. Okay, that is a simple thing about polyline, and we also have some advanced option in polyline. So let me keep the start point of this polyline, and after that, let me go with ortho mode on so that I can have straight line, and after that I will provide some length like 1.5, enter, and then if I need arc, I can have arc here, and that will be a continuous object. Okay. So here I will provide 0.5, enter, and it will continue to create more arcs. Now, if you need line, so you can press L enter here within this command, or you have this option line, you can click on this option line and you are having it. Okay. So it will be the best option to create objects like this, and you can click on close. So now this is a single object, and these blue dots are the grip points. These are called grip points. Okay. Now let me show you more. So first point, and then we have the option half width and width. So these are kind of similar. Just in the half width option, you provide the half value, and for the width, you provide the full value. That's the difference. So let me show you with the half width. What will be the starting half width and what will be the uh, ending half width? We will provide that. So for the starting half width, I will go with 0.5, 0.2, enter. And for the ending half width, if I provide 0, let me show you what will happen. You will create an arrow. Okay. So if you want to create an arrow, and that will be a single object, so you can do with polyline. Okay. I hope many of you already know. So sorry, polyline, and the command is PL is the command for polyline. Start point, give the length, and after that you can go with half width or width. Okay. So if you are providing the half width for the total width 0.2, then you can provide the 0.1 here. And if you are providing 0.5, so you can go with 0.25 here. So 0.1, let me show you. And for the ending half width, it will be 0 if you want to make the arrow. And then you provide the length. Okay. So as you can see, the line started at this point. Here you have the width, total width is 0.2. And at the end of this line, There is no width. Width is 0. And now you are providing the length of this line. Okay. So you can give it a value, or if you are going with random, so just click and then you can press escape. And this is a single object. Okay. So these are the things. Now let me show you here with the grip point of the polylines. So if you just place, if you just place your mouse pointer on this grip point, you see it showing you the length, right? And now also you can modify it with the stretch vertex, or if you want to remove vertex, so you can remove it. If you want to add more vertex to change the shape, so you can do it. If you want to stretch the vertex, so let's go for stretch the vertex. You see that you are changing the position here like this. Okay, we normally do this. Just click and drag. Don't hold the click. Just click and drag. Now, if you want to add a vertex, so it will add another vertex here. And if you go without ortho mode, it will place like this. And now for this one, if you just place your cross here, and you can convert it into line. Okay. And for this also, you can convert it into line. And you have this similar option if you want to go for remove vertex, so you can go for remove vertex. All right, so you have these options with the polyline. Any question regarding this polyline? Hello? No question, right? Okay, so now let me move to the next tool, that is circle. So circle have three categories. First category is center base, second category is point base, and third category is tangent base. So in this first category, we have two options, center radius, center diameter, as you can see, and in the point category, we have these two options, and in the third tangent category, we have this two options. So this is very simple. The command is C enter, and at the default, you have the center radius. Okay, if you are going with the command, at the default, you have center radius. So the first point will be taken as center point. So if you click here, this is the center, and then the next value will be taken as radius. So 45, enter. Okay. Next. So let's go for this command. If you're going with the command, so C enter, and then now if I want to specify the same center, so how can I? So if you hover your mouse on this perimeter, it will highlight the center. You see, it's highlighting, and now you can place your mouse. But if you are not hovering your mouse on the perimeter, it will not show the center. So never come like this, sir, I cannot see the center. So now you know. Just hover your mouse on the perimeter, and then you can see and you can define it. Now click it. And as I've mentioned, after the specifying center, it will take the value as radius. But now I need to mention it as diameter. So for that, I have this diameter option. I can click on it, or else D enter. Then I can specify the value as diameter. Okay, so you can go with D enter, and then let me specify the same value 45 and enter. So this is 45 diameter and this is 45 radius. Okay. Now we have this 2 point and 3 point option. So for this 2 point, we specify the two endpoint of the diameter. Okay, we specify the two endpoint of the diameter. So let me specify with my mouse pointer. This is the first point of the diameter and this is the second point of the diameter. Okay, that's the simple thing. We specify the two end point of the diameter. And that you can specify either by polar coordinate, either by relative Cartesian or absolute Cartesian, any coordinate, or you can just provide the value with your mouse. Next we have 3 points, so we need 3 point. Okay. So first, second, and the third will define. So you are specifying the point based on the circumference. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. Yeah.
sir, how to provide relative coordinate here?
Relative coordinate.
At a particular relative coordinate, we want to provide this circle.
Yeah,
Then
I will show it with an example of any drawing I will pick. So now we have this 3 point. So this is very simple. Just you mention 3 point, and these three points are placed on the circumference of the circle. So there is nothing to go in deep on this 3 point. Now we have this tangent radius. So you will be defining two tangent, and then you will mention the radius. Okay. So here, if I go this as a tangent and this as a tangent, now where you want to place it? If you want to place it within this area, then accordingly you have to provide the radius. Let me go with 35, enter. So as you can see, that circle doesn't exist. It is showing you circle doesn't exist because of this. These two are concentric circle, and within this, it will not be possible if I don't provide the right value. So let me go with taken. So first tangent object, just click on the circumference of this, and then click on this, and then let me provide 25, and 25 doesn't exist as well. Actually, I don't know. Let me measure it. Let me have the distance. So it is like 23. So let's go for this one. And here you can provide 22. Let me go with 22. And it doesn't provide. So let me go with this option here. First tangent object, then second tangent object. Now let me go with 25, enter. And as you can see that, as I've mentioned 25, so it is possible to place on this location. Now I will do the same, and here I will provide 10, enter, and here it is possible. Okay, so according to your radius, it will place. Now we have another option. Now as I place this circle, making tangent with this circle and this circle. But suppose if I need to tangent all these three circles, then I have this tan. So first tangent object, second tangent object, or this can be second tangent object, and this third. Okay. So for specifying your tangent object, it doesn't require to be in sequential order. Okay, so this is how we create circle. Okay. We have option for creating half circle or in any angle. If you want to create any curve in any angle, so for that we have arc. Okay, so this is this arc option is very simple. You can create it by your own self. I will not waste your time, so I will show you that as it is mentioned 3 point. So 3 point, first point, second point, and third point. According to your points, it will be created. And let me show you the important options. The important options are to show like start, center, length, and I'll show you start, center, start and direction. Okay, other you can understand by yourself, or any length option. I can take the center, start, length, or any length option. So anyone, any question? Okay, so I have specified the start point, and then I will specify the center point. And as you can see that from the start, definitely uh, it will start from the start point. And then I need to define the length. Okay, I need to define the length of this curve. Okay, so let me give the value like 100, enter, and it will definitely go in the positive direction. Okay, so from the start point, this is the positive direction, and if it goes in this direction, it would be negative. So in the default, it will go in the positive direction. So let me show you the distance. So from this point to this point, this is 100, as you can see. So this is the length. Okay, so this is how we create the arc. Now I have this start and direction. If you don't have any question, you can mute your mic so that you can have the smooth recording. So start and direction. You specify the start point, then the end point, and then it will create the curve according to its tangent direction. Okay, so from the start point, taking the tangent, okay, the direction it will take from the tangent of this. Okay, so if you go 90 degree, so this direction will be 90 degree, and accordingly, this one will be created. Okay, so that if this curve is created like this way, so this 90 degree will be tangent with this. Okay, so if suppose if you create a 90-degree line, or 90 degree, that means a vertical line. So if you create a vertical 90-degree line, and this curve will be tangent with that vertical line. So accordingly, this curve will be created so that it can be tangent with that uh, 90 degree or that particular angle uh, if it is a vertical line. You understand? So this is how it's created. Okay, other things are very easy. You can easily understand. Just specify as it is mentioned. Okay. All right. Now let me create this rectangle option. So rectangle, you specify the first corner point, and after that you specify the next corner point. And from the first corner point, it goes X and Y, right, to locate the next corner point. So here you can provide the relative coordinate to be specific, or if you have any particular point, you can click on it. Or else if you have the area value, if you have the area value, then you can click on it. Or if you have the right dimensions, suppose you want to specify the length and width. So here you can provide. length and width. So let me go for 25 and width, let me go for 10. That's fine. Or 12. Enter. And now that was the first corner point. Okay. So from the first corner point, the combination can be plus 25 minus 12. Both can be plus 25 12 means x positive, y positive, x positive, y negative, both can be negative. Yes, so this way it can be placed. So you need to specify the direction where you want to place it. So just click on that direction. If you are going with the dimension option, then only you will get this option to specify. First corner point. Next, if you are going with at the rate and 25 comma 12 enter, so it will be placed as because you have mentioned those are positive values, correct? So the coordinate you have mentioned, but previously in the dimension you were providing the uh, length and the width values, correct? So after specifying this, you can also give it a rotation. So it will always create in that rotation. So here can go with the rotation angle 45 and the dimension here you can go with 25 and 25. So it will create this kind of, I think this is called rhombus. So you can create. Okay. Now let me show you that if you don't go with the first point, if you want to add chamfer or fillet with it, that you can also mention, but you need to mention those values before specifying your first corner point. Okay, so these options are available. So fillet, let me show you the fillet option. So fillet options are uh, created on the corner points to give it a smooth corner. So you can give the radius of the curve. So let me go with 2.5 and then I will specify the first corner point and then second corner point. As you can see that here I have already mentioned the rotation, accordingly it is created, and also mentioned the fillet, and as per the next corner point my rectangle will be created, right? So this is how we create with all these options. Fine, so now you understood. Okay, so now I will not go with much options or much tools. Now I will show you with some examples, right? So let's go to the student task files, then given task, AutoCAD. We have all these options. Okay. So let me check this. So here, are you all from civil engineering background?
No.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you can practice this one and this one. Okay, for this purpose. Okay. So you can go with this. Download in desktop or let's go in desktop. Okay, if I go with it will create a zip file. So let me download it one by one. Desktop. Okay, so first I will show with this option. And let me go to the insert tab and then attach Go to the desktop. This one, open. Click on OK. So this is easy, right? You can do it simply. Now, how you can let me show you. That will be better. So you can take the rectangle. REC is the command for rectangle. As you can see that this is perfectly square, 30 and 30 with and length values 30 and 30. So I'll specify this as point, and I will not go the rotation. So the rotation will be 0, and I don't need the fillet value. So in the fillet value, I will provide 0 so that I can get back my sharp corner first, and then you can go with either at the rate and then 30 comma 30, or else you can go with the dimension 30 and 30. So let me show you 30 and 30 with the dimension, enter, and in any direction you can place. So this is done. And now what you can do, you can go with the offset rather than creating more uh, rectangles. You can go with the offset because on this particular example, these rectangles are concentric and all these circles are concentric as well. So if we need to create concentric closed object, so this is a closed object. If I need to create concentric closed objects, right? So I'll be duplicating it in a specific value. So if I going inward direction, so it will be reduced. If I'm going outward direction, it will be increased. So the length and the width values will be increased and decreased. So let me go with the offset. This is the offset. So we'll provide the value. So here you can see the offset is 5, enter, and you select this object, and this is the direction. Okay. And here you can go with measure. This is 20, right? So you can understand why I have provided the 5 distance. Now similarly, you can go with the command OF, enter, offset, and then next offset will be 3, enter. Okay, that is your 40. That is created, right? Next, you can go with C or circle and place or hover your mouse on the circumference of this.
Sir,
Okay. Yes.
sir, how did you calculate the offset distance?
Yes, offset distance. So now you can see that this one is 30, right? The outer rectangle or outer square is 30, right? And the inner rectangle is 20, correct? So from the each side, the distance is 5, right? So from the left it is 5 and from the right it is 5. Then I'm getting the length of this rectangle 20. Am I correct? Hello, please respond. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now you understand that the value, the distance from the outer rectangle or square to the inner rectangle or square, the distance from each edge of these two rectangles are, the distances are 5. So that will be the offset value. Are you clear? Who asked me the question? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's create the circle. So just I'm placing my mouse on the circumference of the perimeter and then specify the center, and then you need to specify the diameter. So for that, D enter and go with the diameter values. And for that, let's go with the smaller one first. So the smaller one is 10, right? Yeah. Next, let me check here that I have this 14, correct? Next, let's go for next C enter, then same, okay, and then D enter, 16 enter, okay. Now what you have to do, you have to trim it. So TR enter. And if you are using older version of the software like 2018, 19, okay, so you can go with TR double enter to get the same result. If you are using the advanced version like 2020, 21 or 2022, so there is an update. TR single enter will give you the same result. And now I will trim this. So you just click on this part and it will be trimmed. Okay. Enter and specify the center, and then it's asking for diameter. You can provide the radius as well. So 12 will be the radius. You can give like that also, right? Then TR enter and you can trim it. So this is how it is created. Let me delete this image and let me download another one. And let me download this. Insert, attach this one. Okay. So now here you can see that we have this triangle, right? Which has this length 40. And we have this, these circles are there, right? So the length of this polygon is 40. So I can create with lines, right? I can create with lines. This will be 40, this will be 40. And you can see as all the length are same. So it will be the 60-degree inner angle, right? So rather than going like that line, what I can do, I can go with this number of sides will be 3, enter. And here I have two options, either center of polygon and the edge. I'll go with F8 and then next point I can specify with the coordinate. So 40 at the rate 40, either I can go with the polar or I can go with the Cartesian. So at the rate 40, comma 0 or less than 0, enter. Okay. So you can check the dimensions. That is 40. Okay. So this is how we will create. And you can see the distance is 4. So we will go with the offset OF. So you see that how I saved the time with this polygon option. Correct. So these are the tricks. So you have to know that what are the best possible options you have available. So go for offset and 4, enter, select it, go inward direction and click. Okay. Now you have this. Now you have the these you have like 16, correct? The radius is 16. Okay. So okay. So here you can see. So let's create the center line. So for that, let me change the line type. Let me change the line type. Click on OK. Let me select it. Let me create the center line. And I can stretch it. So I'll just click and I will stretch. This is my center line. Okay. And we have this 66 and from this we have 57, right? So I can go with the offset OF offset or O enter, simply O enter offset, and let me go with 33, the half from the center, 33 this way and 33 this way. Okay. And let's go with the center radius or center diameter, any one. And now I will track the object snap tracking, that is O11, and I will find out this intersection, and this is going to be the center, and the diameter is 8, enter, and I'll change this line type. This will be bilayer, this will be bilayer, and you can copy it, CO, enter, copy, and select or specify the center, and then with the ortho mode on, just drag and place on this point. For placing, click and escape. Okay, so this is placed. Now we need to place another, that will be 57, right? So let's go. Uh, uh, Let me see the offset if I can provide 57, enter if I can provide. Uh, okay. I can go with 57 this side. Now, if I go at the rate 57 less than 90 degree, or I can provide the Cartesian as well. You see, the line is created here. Okay. So I saved the time. So how I have created this way. me tell you again. So with the object snap tracking, F11 should be on. And when you are placing any uh, point, so from this you will be referencing, right? Or from this point you will be referencing. So after that, go towards this direction, just place the mouse. Okay, so just place on this point and go towards the direction, and then provide the at the rate, because from that point the value will be calculated 57, and you can just give the angles, so that will be better. 57, 90 degree, and there the line first point it is created. So okay, so it is like that. From the last point it will calculate actually. Okay, so the last point here we had placed the circle. Okay, so if you create the circle like this here, and diameter is 8, enter. So that is the point which you have taken just now, and that is the last point. Okay, that is the last point data stored in AutoCAD. So now if you go for line and you place at the rate 57 and go for 90 degree, and it will be created here. So as you can see, from this point to this 90 degree direction, this is 57. So this is how we calculate. Okay, so for this, no need to go with that object snap tracking. And now place it. And let's go for that same center. And 8, enter. Okay, go for bilayer. And this is clear. Okay, and we have these options, right? So let's go for it. You can go for either center radius. So this is going to be the center. Yeah, this is going to be the center, and radius is 16, enter. Let me go with the bilayer, and then O, enter, offset, and the offset value is 4, as you can see here, right? So 4, enter. And okay, so rather than creating here, it will be better if you create to this side. Okay, and here also you need to create the center lines, right? So how you can create the center lines? Let me show you first that. So first we need to have these center lines so we can create better. So for that I will go with the polar array. So either you can choose the center or any midpoint of this line. So let's go with the center, and here you need to mention the number of duplicate objects. So I need 3, enter. And within the 360 angle, it will be field. So the field angle you have mentioned 360. So as per the item number and for the field angle, it will take the between. Okay, so and I don't need to be associated. So I will uncheck this option, and rotate items will be checked so that these will be rotated. Otherwise, this will be placed in 120 degree, but as per the vertical source, they will be placed like that. So I need to rotate them as per the angle. So that is why rotated item is checked. Now let me close this array. And now I have this line, right? So let's go for it. C, enter. And this is the circle. Okay, so now let's change this to bilayer. Sorry, this one will be the center, and 16 will be the radius. Enter. O, enter for offset, and 4 is the value. 4, enter. Select this, and inward direction, click it. Okay, and you can do the same thing. So I'll copy it, CO, enter, and this is this center, and place it over there. Okay, now go for offset. O, enter offset. 4 will be the value, 4, enter, and select this and select the center line and click to the left side and right side. All right. So this one is done. And we need to do this here as well. Okay, so let me copy this. Here as well. Okay. Oh,
Hello, sir.
sorry. The value will be 6.65. Sorry
Sir.
for that. Yeah.
सर वो जो स्मॉल सर्कल है 8 डाया के
Uh-huh.
वो सर इंक्लाइन लाइन के जस्ट बिलो चाहिए.
Oh, I see. Sure. Correct. Okay. Right. Sorry, I just ignored that. Okay, so no, from the center it will be taken, right? So you can just change it. So how much distance it is from the center, you just need to say. So it is 11.5470, and that will be 28.5, right? So you can just move it. So select them, aim for move, aim, enter, and to this direction 16.953, enter. Okay, is this so?
सर वो जो इंक्लाइंड लाइन है उसको एक्सटेंड करके जो इंटरसेक्शन आएगा वहां पे शायद होगा.
सर जो वर्टिकल और इंक्लाइन लाइन का जो पॉइंट आता वो सेंटर लेके 8 डाया के वो नीचे के 2 सर्कल बनाने हैं.
यहाँ पे ये जो 57 है ना,
57 की जो सर वर्टिकल लाइन है और जो इंक्लाइन लाइन जा रही उनका इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट पे 8 डाया का सर्कल आएगा.
कैसे?
तो ट्रायंगल का जो सेंटर से इंक्लाइंड लाइन जो पास कर रहा है डॉटेड लाइन उसको हम एक्सटेंड
वो
करके
एक्सटेंड
वर्टिकल
कीजिए.
लाइन से इंटरसेक्शन कर देंगे. इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट पे फिर 8 डाया का वो सर्किल होगा, वहां प्लेस कर सकते हैं मूव करके.
Are you sure?
यस सर.
ओके, तो ये पार्ट तुम लोग कर लोगे, राइट? समझ के? तो फिर मैं इसमें और टाइम नहीं दे रहा हूँ, इसको क्रिएट करते हैं कि ये भी दिखाना है. CO, सॉरी मैंने उसको इग्नोर ही कर दिया था यार, सॉरी फॉर दैट. सो यहाँ पे तो इसको ट्रिम कर लेंगे, ठीक है? तो इसका जो वैल्यू है वो 6.65 है. तो 6.65 को तुम लोग को हाफ वैल्यू देना है, इसको तुम फुल वैल्यू मत देना. आई होप तुम लोग ऑलरेडी समझ चुके हो. तो वैल्यू जो है वो 3.325, एंटर. फिर से इधर भी ठीक है, उसके बाद तुम्हें ये लाइंस को क्या कर सकते हो कि इन लाइंस को सिलेक्ट करके का टाइप जो है वो नॉर्मल बाई लेयर में कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमें ये लाइंस चाहिए। तो TR एंटर, तो यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं, इसको ट्रिम करते हैं। ठीक है, और इधर भी हमें इसे ट्रिम करना है, आर्क, करेक्ट। और यहाँ पे ये पार्ट, राइट। और फिर यहाँ पे ओके, ठीक है। तो ये ओके, तो ये हो गया है, और इसको हम लोग ऐसे स्प्लिट कर सकते हैं। और ये जो ट्रायंगल है, इसको मैं शिफ्ट होल्ड करके क्लिक करूंगा तो डिलीट हो जाएगा, और डिलीट, और इन लाइंस को भी डिलीट कर देंगे। ठीक है, ओके। और ये पार्ट तुम लोग कर लोगे, ऑलराइट। तो इसको ऐसे करेंगे, फाइन। ठीक है, तो यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबका। और
यस सर।
हाँ, यहाँ पे लाइन, सर्कल, आर्क एंड इलिप्स, इसको एक बार देख लेता हूँ मैं। ये इलिप्स, ये जो आउटर इलिप्स है, क्योंकि मैंने आज इलिप्स नहीं दिखाया, ये इलिप्स को छोड़ के बाकी ये जो तीन है इसको प्रैक्टिस करना है। ठीक है, तो ये फर्स्ट वाला तो इजी है, सेकंड वाला भी इजी है, और ये थर्ड थर्ड जो है ये आर्क के साथ बनाना है। और यहाँ पे पहले तो ये या तो तुम एक काम कर सकते हो कि यहाँ पे जो ग्राफ है, ग्राफ को सेट कर सकते हो। तो ग्राफ को कैसे सेट करोगे, DS ड्राफ्टिंग सेटिंग्स, और यहाँ पे जो ग्राफ है, सॉरी ग्रिड या ग्राफ, जो भी बोलो, ये जो ग्रिड है, ग्रिड का स्पेसिंग उसी हिसाब से डाल दोगे, एक्स और वाई का स्पेसिंग इस ड्राइंग में जैसे बोला है। ठीक है, यहाँ पे 10 का स्पेसिंग तो 10, यहाँ पे 13 का स्पेसिंग तो तब 13। तो तब तुम्हें अलग अलग ड्राइंग में करना पड़ेगा, और नहीं तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, लाइन ड्रॉ करोगे। ठीक है, लाइन ड्रॉ करोगे और फिर कॉपी लोगे, सिलेक्ट, एंटर, और फर्स्ट पॉइंट। देन क्या करेंगे, फर्स्ट पॉइंट सिलेक्ट करने के बाद कॉपी में ऑप्शन आता है एरे, और नंबर ऑफ कॉपीज दोगे तो यहाँ पे तुम्हें दिख जाएंगे कितने नंबर ऑफ कॉपीज चाहिए। तो यहाँ पे देख सकते हो 5। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे 5 नंबर ऑफ कॉपीज, एंटर, और नेक्स्ट पॉइंट यहाँ पे डिफाइन कर दोगे तो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट यहाँ से @ तुम्हारा 10 लेस देन 0, एंटर। तो ये ऐसे प्लेस हो जाएंगे, और फिर तुम्हारे जो हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइंस है ऐसे प्लेस करना है। और ये जो ग्रिड का जो कलर है उसको सिलेक्ट करके यहाँ पे चेंज कर देना, थोड़ा सा कॉन्ट्रास्ट बने, तुम्हारा जो मेन ड्राइंग है और जो ग्रिड लाइन है उसके साथ एक कॉन्ट्रास्ट बने। ठीक है, तो ये जो है ये तुम्हारा प्रैक्टिस है। इसको प्रैक्टिस करना है और नेक्स्ट क्लास में सबमिट करना है, ठीक है। तो आज का क्लास मैं इतना ही तक रखता हूँ। थैंक यू।